Yo, Mighty! Mercy! I never see so much bomb in my life, boy. Real thing going on, boy. Bam doing budum badam budum badam budum badam.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to the But First of All podcast.
Yeah.
I am Ginger T.
And I am that girl B.
And we are the But First of All team. Squad
Yay.
goals.
Squad goals.
So yeah, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming back. We hope you're having a lovely day. Or whenever you listen to this, lovely time.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll probably start with what we usually do or what we started doing. How was your week?
Okay, my week was actually quite busy. I've been working on a little project with my sister. It is a new beauty brand called By Noel Beauty. And we are launching with a glamorized collection of mink lashes. So I've just been quite busy with that actually.
I didn't know that mink lashes are that made from minks.
Yeah, mink fur.
So that's
The real mink fur, and then you got the fake ones, which obviously the synthetic ones, but the real ones are nice, fluffy. So make sure you go on Instagram, follow the page at By Noel Beauty. That's BYNOEL BUT, and look out! We're launching soon. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. What have you been doing?
mink lashes.
Yeah.
I love the lashes, by the way. I didn't like before I started like spending a lot of time with Becky. I never wore lashes, and then the lashes changed my life. the day that Avril put those lashes on my eyes, that was it. Now I'm like, can I have new lashes? Can you do my lashes?
Listen, she doesn't go anywhere now without her lashes
My
on.
lashes. Yeah.
So yeah. If you are like that as well, or if you want to get into it, make sure you hit up the page and look out for when we launch.
Yeah, so there's a little advert for you. First advert, lovely. So my week was okay. I actually went to see Chronics and Coffee in Arena
So
Birmingham
jealous, so jealous.
on Sunday. Well, the Sunday. How are they gonna know? Or the Sunday? Well, anyway, the Sunday that I went. That was it. The Sunday that I went. And it was a good show. Do you know what I think was missing is that the vibe is different when you go to different places and different venues. So Brixton, I find you get the proper grassroots culture, like the proper reggae crowd. Like you get that crowd, and you get a different vibe. And obviously in Arena Birmingham, it was a bit different. It was very, very mixed. Like a lot of different people.
Birmingham crew, big up the Birmingham crew.
Yeah, there's a lot of different people. And I just found that the vibe wasn't. There was a lot more space, obviously, because that venue is massive, and where obviously
I've never
O2
been to
Brixton.
that venue.
Oh, O2 Brixton is it's not small, but it's Arena Birmingham is much bigger, and I just felt like it was a lot more space. It was nice, and it finished obviously a lot earlier than those other concerts would do because it was curfew times and all that. But it was good, nice to see Chronics perform again. Although I don't really find his performances are getting better every time I see him.
You think they're stagnant?
I don't think he's doing all right, innit? Like I do, like even like Coffee, I didn't think she had much of a stage presence, but the songs kind of carry themselves, innit? So yeah,
It'll come with experience. She's,
yeah. But it was a good show, Reggae is always a good concert. I'd recommend anyone goes to a reggae concert. But then again, I don't really go to other concerts, so that was a really bad recommendation. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I really did, really. And then now
Back here.
we're back here.
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't like a sad back here. That was like we're back here, but it's one of them weeks, isn't
Yeah,
it?
literally one of them weeks.
It's one of them weeks. Yeah.
One of them weeks that is just like, can we get to the end of the week? Because I'm over it. Like literally, I'm literally over this week. I'm getting sick, so apologies if I cough or anything. I'm literally over this week.
It's long. Yeah.
But something that did make me quite happy this week was 9 o'clock in the morning. Gunman in your hole.
Gunman.
Listen.
Can you tell everyone about the gunman in your hole? Because like the whole thing is just
Gunman in your hole. Like
there's some really listen, go on Instagram, yeah, or type. I wonder if you could type it in Google and just type in gunman in your hole. Yeah.
listen.
And you'll see all these memes that from SpongeBob memes to like, listen, they are so funny.
That literally really did make me laugh at the beginning of this week because
9 a.m.
what?
Gunman in your hole.
Gunman in your hole. What?
Which gunman? The gunman get up at 9 o'clock? Because I don't think they do. So which gunman?
Haven't been to bed yet. Haven't been to the gunman. Haven't been to bed yet. So then.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
You're trying to say that I wouldn't know.
I mean, I was just.
I don't know. I'm just assuming they're gunman in it. They got to be awake, stay alert. They're gunman in it.
I mean, I guess. Listen, these memes are hilarious. We might have to post a couple of them actually, so that people can see them.
No, I think we should.
Yeah,
I think we definitely should start doing reposting because you lot need to honestly
see the gunman in shop. And the people man memes, because the people man memes are pretty good too. Those are funny as well.
They never fail me.
Listen, them ones there, because people come up with the most wildest, the wildest of things. Like people say, it's real disrespectful, isn't it?
No, the thing is, do you know what though? I was having a conversation with one of my friends. He was giving me some feedback, and he was saying, he brought up a point actually about memes, and he was saying how, as much as they're funny, but people are actually trying to live their life by memes. Like, they will see things. No, seriously, no. But if you think about it, people are like, if you think about it, people will be posting memes. So let's say you've got a girl and she's reposting a lot of memes that are about relationships or whatever. Someone will be looking at that and make a judgment of her like, oh, she's sad, or she's single, she'll forget her life. Yeah. She could be living her best life, her best hot girl summer.
But then, do you know what I mean? But then can you, do you know, it's that question of, can you really post something here that you really don't agree with? Do you know what I mean? Like, or you're really not.
But you could be in a happy relationship and you could see like one of those quote memes that are just talking about like you need to cherish your woman and blah blah blah, and you could think, I agree with that, like women need to understand and post it. Does that mean it relates to you? But someone at home scrolling through their phone,
but that's because
is gonna start thinking this person is this person is that, start judging people. Then when you have all of those memes that are like relationship goals, bae goals, this goals, there
are some very
like, people are trying to like live up to that. Like, you know, when you see certain things like, if he don't text you back at this time, he's cheating, like them type of memes. And then you there start
checking your man, checking how long. Like, I text him at this time
because of a meme. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you didn't see that meme, would you have done that?
But you know what though? If you really didn't have like an inkling of that's how you feel, it'll be a lot harder to turn your head that way. Do you get what I'm saying?
It would, but okay, so you see a meme like that, and then bare people are making comments underneath that, like, yeah, I never thought that, and then this happened to me, and then all these things, and people are saying, yeah, you should, yeah, sis, go sis, period sis. That is going to have an effect on you, whether you act on it straight away or not. But the more and more you start seeing those type of memes, and you start seeing that other girls are like, yes, period, all of that crap, you could, I'm not saying you're going to, but you could be influenced by that, and then start moving because of a meme, because the meme said relationship goals, and because
that's what someone else's idea of relationship goals was.
Like, and I just think that, and when he said that to me, I was like, you know what, you're talking sense, you know. Like, I never saw it like that before. I really didn't, until he opened my eyes, and I was just like, it's really true. You can't judge a person by the memes that they post.
I mean, when you say talking about it now, like, it's like, well, yeah, duh. Because, like, you know what I mean? You can't judge people by the memes that they post.
You do. Subconsciously, you do.
Or you make
an assumption
about how they're feeling that day, or what they're doing that day, or what
the type of person that they are and stuff like that. But then, you know, at the end of the day, they are funny. But then what also concerns me is who comes up with them.
Yeah, somebody real fucking sick.
So who actually writes these memes? Because
they're really terrible. Some of them are so bad that I'm like I can't. some of them are that bad that you can't even talk about them because you don't know if they're funny or if they're not funny, or some of them are real sick.
And then do you know what ones really get me? It's just like, why was you thinking that? Was remember that one I posted you, and it was like of an older white guy, you know, he had really nice grey hair, but it was like in a nice style, and he was wearing this nice suit. And someone put when Father Christmas loses weight, and then
and discovers Instagram,
and discovers Tinder or something like that. What?
Who did that? Who saw this man and thought he looks like Santa?
And he looks like Santa who lost weight and is now looking for.
And that's doing up for the gram. Nah, Santa's doing up for the gram.
Listen, who came up with that, and why was you thinking that? Why was you thinking about Santa?
It's wild. It is. The world of memes is just. It's a wild place.
But you gotta love them.
It's like, even like, you know, when people are posting like people man memes, yeah, and they're like this, and I'm laughing. Like, it's like, but are people joking?
Are
people joking?
And this is it. So it's just like, okay, so if you see a people man meme that's really, really funny, and you post it, I guarantee you, someone is looking at that thinking, she's sleeping with the people's man.
And have you seen how many of them that she does post? She posts them every day. I think she and the people man done because the day she posts that when people don't care.
Listen, people will have
a whole
scenario of your life based on the memes and the quotes that you post. So I say, mix it up a little bit. Post everything. So you're never going to know. So one day you might think, oh, is she or is she not? Or then the next day you think, no, but wait, is she in a relationship? And then the next day, is she single? You don't know.
You don't know.
Unless
I told you. Unless somebody told you.
No, not somebody. Unless I told you. Because somebody could be the somebody and the people's man and the chatting shit. So unless I tell you, don't be assuming my life.
That's funny. It's but the whole it is. So when we were kind of trying to decide on what today's topic was, I was actually talking to my cousin Paige. Big up. And I basically was like, oh, you know, we're kind of thinking of topics like, have you got anything that you think that might be interesting or you might want to hear about, whatever. She was like, I don't know, why not talk about, you know, triggers and what triggers you? And obviously I just took whatever from that, what I figured it to be. And I was thinking maybe we could have what triggers you to be sad, what triggers you to be mad.
Okay.
I think those were the only two. I don't know why I was talking. There was going to be another one.
I was waiting. I was looking at you like...
I thought there was going to be more, but there wasn't. That was it. So it was what triggers you to be sad or what triggers you to be mad.
Okay, so what triggers me to be mad is work, okay?
Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about work.
Listen, let me tell you something. Work triggers me to the ultimate max. I literally don't understand, first of all, why I have to wake up in the morning when I'm enjoying my sleep and I have to go to work in this cold. This work really, really triggers my life so badly.
You know what, yeah? I think work triggers me to be both sad and mad. Like both. Because, like, I mean, I got one of them jobs where, like, it's quite emotionally demanded sometimes, yeah? And, like...
Do you want to tell people what you do or no?
I work with young people. So I work with young people at risk of going into care. And we basically work with the families to prevent them, or in hope we can prevent them from going into care, basically. Okay. And then sometimes there's some really sad things that happen. And then this week, like, I had some issues with a family member, yeah? And then it was just like work and then and it was everything. Like, it was a lot. It's a lot of emotional stuff, yeah? And I just woke up today and I was just like, work's triggering me right now. It's triggering me right now because the thought of my phone ringing, my work phone, is making me fucking anxious. Like, and I was like, do you know what? It was making, like, I had bellyache. Like, it was just really uncomfortable. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? So I was like, do you know, I can't even, at the end of the day, if I can't be 100%, then how can I do my job properly? And I think, you know what, sometimes I think there's that thing about, you know, calling in sick and how if you're somebody that calls in sick, like, you're not doing your job properly or you're not basically working to your potential because you're always sick. But really,
the job is running you down.
And also, if you're taking time off sick, like, it's about your mental health as well. Like, your health, the way you are feeling. And if you're feeling like shit, how can you?
But then But then I think the same argument is, I would say, like, how can you put a limit on how many times a person can be sick and then say over that limit, then there's potential.
There's
triggers and
meetings.
and meetings and ting and ting. You know, it's just like, what? So you're saying that I don't control if my body decides to get sick or not. Yes, there is ways, you know, eating healthy and stuff to prevent that. But at the end of the day, if you get sick, you get sick, innit?
Yeah.
So now what? But then I will say that I do understand on, you know, from a business perspective that at the end of the day, you can't have people off sick all the time. You need to be productive.
But then also, you have to be able to know that if there are certain things within your company that are not working for your staff, or your staff are being worked to the point where they're completely stressed out, then
exactly
what else is going to happen to them?
Exactly.
They're not when the people are not battery powered.
But then the type of job that you do, it's just like someone's got to do the. Do you know what I mean? Someone's got to do it. You know, your job is you're actually working with, you know, people, and their lives are at stake at the end of the day. Let's put it, their lives are at stake. These are children's lives that are at stake. So it's just like, yes, it's demanding. Yes, they're demanding so much from you, but at the same time, it's like, but it needs to be done, because then if it's not done, then what? Then everyone starts cussing and saying, so where are the people to do the thing and support the child and safeguard the children?
Yeah.
Well, you know, so then it's actually crazy.
It's long, but I think today I had to just be like, you know what, you need to take 5. Like, I even had like the most difficult, really going off topic here, by the way, but we'll bring it back, but I'm just gonna say this first. Like, I had, because last week we was talking about therapy, and yesterday I went to therapy, and it was so uncomfortable, because like I was talking about something that I really didn't really want to talk about, so like at one point I was sitting in the chair, and I must have kept looking at the clock, and then my therapist was like, Tanya, you've got 32 minutes left, and then she was like, You've got 27 minutes left. Like, that's 17 minutes left. Like, that's how much I was looking at this clock, And she was like this is like, you don't normally do this. Like, what is it with this particular thing, or what is it with this particular conversation that you are just wanting to run out the door? Because I was looking at the clock, thinking, oh my god, this is like, I've got to stay here for the full time, because, you know, I paid my money, but it's long. But yeah, so today I was like, you know what, I need to take 5, and I did that.
Do what you have to do. Sorry.
Even when I was thinking, we gotta go podcast, I was like, it's long. But I kicked myself home. I was like, listen, you're going, because you started something, so you're gonna damn well do it.
But you know what? I think what triggers me about my job is the fact that I'm not doing what I enjoy. That's number one. So
that's a big thing.
And it is
a big thing.
A big thing. And where I'm trying to venture out and do these things, you know, outside of work, but first of all with By Noel Beauty, and that's where my focus is. That's where my passion is on that. But at the same time, I can't just give up work.
You can't give it 100%. Yeah, you can't give it 100% because
I've got bills to pay, so I still have to make money. And so it's just that whole thing. And then my job itself is so demanding to a point of, but not necessarily work demanding. They're demanding where they want to be my friend.
Oh my god, do you know that question? Stop. That question on a Monday. Oh, what did you do this weekend? Don't ask me.
I did nothing.
How my weekend was. I don't want to tell you.
I did nothing. Every weekend, every Monday, I did nothing. They must think, does this girl, I'm a hobbit? Because every Monday, I do nothing. Stop asking me. And I know that people are like, no, but you know, that's where, you know, we have these arguments. Well, that's where you spend the majority of your time, and you need to make it work for you. And I get that. But my issue I work in civil service, and they are just completely, you know, it's very, very gradist in civil service, especially in the job I'm working at. So depending on what grade you're at, you get treated differently off bat. And, you know, depending on what colour you are, you get treated differently off bat. And if you're a female, you get treated differently off bat. Like, it's very, very hard. And I found that, no matter what I do, I go up, I promote, I do this, but they still want to keep me in the same sort of roles, the same sort of tasks, every day is the same thing. And it's just like, hold on a second, I'm promoting, I'm showing you that I'm better than this, but all you want to do is push me down
Into this box.
and push me into this box that I can only do this. But if I could only do this, how did I get here?
And it's just,
how did I get here then? But then on the flip side, you want to go for drinks after work.
I hate that shit. Honestly, I hate this. I'm that person.
To do what?
I would never, ever. If you want to do like Christmas lunch or something, yeah, like, or Christmas something, it has to be lunch. Because if it's not lunch, Tani's not going to be there. I'm going to say, oh no, I've got to go. I'm going to make up something, and I'm not going to go.
I cannot stand. I literally cannot stand this need for friendship, this need for, oh, we must be friends, we must socialize outside of work hours, we must sit down and tell each other about our lives, we must sit down and show each other pictures of our life. You lot can do that, and that's fine, but I don't want to do that. So stop trying to force me. It's not it. And then when you don't do it, you get treated differently. They still keep you in that box no matter what you do. So it's just like, so basically I have to do this in order to succeed in the role that I'm in.
Yeah.
And then the other day I'm in this team meeting this week, and they proposed a new little idea called coffee and chat or something like that. And what that is, okay, I'll tell you what
Coffee and chat
is. Okay, so coffee and chat is where you get to pick a time every week. It's someone different in the team, and they get to sit down with one of the senior managers for half an hour in that week for a coffee, and you chat, but you're not allowed to talk about work.
So what are you going to talk about then? So what would you talk about?
I'm quiet because I don't know what.
Listen,
what do you want to talk about? Because I'm not going to talk
really
about my
mad,
personal life and what I'm going through. I'm not going to talk about those things. So then you think to yourself, okay, so, people say, oh, why can't you just talk about general things like, EastEnders or something like that? And that's all fine and dandy. But when you start talking about things like that, that's when your opinions start coming out.
Yeah,
so when you start
using them,
when you start
them,
showing your opinion on something as minor as EastEnders, and you don't agree with, and it's not an agreement with them, they're going to treat you differently outside of that coffee and chat. Okay, it's going to be more than a coffee and chat, and I'm not falling for that. I'm sorry. And I speak to people. I know people that work in lovely places, and they're friends with their co-workers, and everything's nice. And I would love to literally be in that environment, but unfortunately I'm not. And work triggers my life
every day.
Every day. Honestly, I wish I could just
make money at home.
Stay at home.
And someone just pays me.
And just get money. That's...
Yeah. Or do you know, I wouldn't mind if someone just like paid my bills, and then I could just do it if I needed money to do something, to get whatever just do whatever I needed to do. Do you know what I mean?
I really need somebody to just be like, you know what, Becca, you know what, I got you in it. I got this.
Gunman. Gunman is yours. She like that. Do you want me to find him for you?
No, listen, there's websites,
What, for Gunman is your hoe?
No, for sugar daddies.
Oh. I'm about to say what? What?
No, I meant for sugar daddies. There's actual websites.
Yeah, sugardaddies.com. This girl I used to work with, she used to go in there, but she said that like she used to meet up with these guys who were like business people who didn't really want relationships, but wanted someone to have like just company. So she'd go out for like all these expensive meals. Like that's all she used to do, is just go and meet them for dinner and have chat with them, eat food, and then just go home. Listen,
when I was in uni, I had a friend who was like saying things like, oh yeah, they wanted to do escorting. I said, huh? Escorting how? They were like, no, it's not that. It was the same type that you just said.
You company, just go with them to places,
like
events
company,
or whatever.
and you get paid to accompany them. So a lot of them are businessmen, and they go into like these events and they don't have no one, so they like to have a nice little eye candy on their arm. So you escort them. He's a walking trophy. Escort them, and then if they want extra services, then you agree on that.
Extra is there a list of extra services?
I don't know if there's a list and with a proper price list, okay. or if it's a thing where you just negotiate a price. I don't know, but
could you imagine negotiating a price for what?
For Pem Pem.
So it was, but is man gonna bargain me down or what? Are we gonna be like at the market?
But that's the thing, because
No, I'll give you. What's a reasonable price for that?
no. But what is a reasonable price?
There isn't one. Priceless. Yeah.
But then, at the end of the day, girls are out there doing that, and they're charging like what, £200? I don't know. £200, £50.
But I mean, think about if you do that 3 times a day, that's a lot of money. So
Listen,
just saying. And it's like what it might be 15 minutes work.
but then that's like that thing that I've been seeing, that OnlyFans site. That have you seen about?
What's that?
Well, I don't know too much about it, but I've been seeing this thing where like you sign up. It's called OnlyFans or something like that. And excuse me if I get this wrong. I am kind of making a little bit of it up because I think I know what it's about, but I haven't actually gone on it. But I think it's where you sign up to it and people pay to see your content and stuff like that. So your fans pay you to see
what, to put naked pictures and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know if it just has to be that.
I can do that.
Are you about that life? Are you about that OnlyFans life?
I mean, OnlyFans. What?
Yeah, so people sign up, they pay you, and they see private content that only them can see.
Listen, I'm not being funny, but
So what kind of...
some people be getting nudes for free. Not my nudes, not mine.
I mean, you sounded real confident.
That is not what I meant, guys.
So what did you mean?
Disclaimer.
First of all, so
little disclaimer. That's not what I meant.
So what did you mean then?
I meant some people get free nudes.
So,
Some people get free nudes all the time. People send nudes to people for free. So
do you get
if there's
free
a fan
nudes?
page, listen, I'll block you if you do that. It's nasty.
So why was you wearing that T-shirt the other day that said send nudes?
I mean, because I like the T-shirt.
Did you get nudes? Did you get nudes? Wait, did you get nudes?
No, I didn't.
You sound a little disappointed with that, actually.
Because, do you know what it is? Because I probably made a drama before. Like, don't send me these nudes because it's rude. And it's some people will just be out here on your phone just sending you a nude. That triggers me. Oh my God, that makes me so mad, yeah.
Random dick pics.
Like, random dick... Are you disrespectful? I'm not being funny, but who told you that I wanted to see that? Just randomly in your phone. Yeah, oh, I thought you wanted to see. This is for you. I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't like it. I think it's nasty. Like, I didn't consent. Like,
that. But the thing, how dare you?
How dare you
open your phone, go to my chat, and look for a dick pic and send? No, nothing. No hello. No. Would
no
you
warning,
like to see?
no warning.
No, nothing. Just open the phone and dick. That's it. Just stick in your face. Are you alright?
Don't think that's acceptable at all. I don't honestly, those are the kind of things I'll cut you out for. Don't. Because it's nasty. So
if it was someone you were seeing or your boyfriend, is that different?
That's definitely different. That's like, okay, well, for all the kiddies listening, that's child pornography. Don't do it. Just in case anyone under the age of 18 listening to this. That's child pornography. Don't send them out. It's not a good idea. It is child pornography.
I know, but the way you just...
What? Just in case.
No, it's true. Yeah. You have to put that disclaimer out,
These kids will be like, oh, so it's all right to send...
No, it's not okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, it's not okay.
But obviously, if you're in a relationship and that's something that you guys have agreed and something that you've both said is okay, and you're both comfortable and you've got whatever agreement it is about where you keep them or what you do with them after they're sent, do your thing.
What, if you can remember, where's the randomest place that you've opened your phone and it's been a surprise dick?
Probably at work. Like, not the job I'm in now. Like, I think I was working in like Labyrinth or something like that.
Listen, I was on the train once, right? And I'm nosy, innit? I look at people's phones when I'm near them. I don't care. And this woman was looking at porn on her phone in the morning. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you looking at porn in the morning going to work? I was so confused. I was like...
That's her thing, innit?
On the train.
I mean,
people can see your phone,
that's really weird and disgusting, actually.
People can see your phone,
That is disgusting.
She obviously didn't get none of that before, innit? Like, maybe your job is stressful.
But couldn't you wait till you got home? It's like all the things that you see, random things that people do on the train, like if you're standing next to them and or like when you see people talking about how they were assaulted on the train because someone rubbed up their bum or whatever.
What?
Have you not seen those? Like there's all these reports about people who have been touched inappropriately on the train. I will fuck you up.
Sexual assault on the train, yeah.
I'll fuck you up. I will, honestly, I don't care. I will punch you in your fucking face. I will punch you. Listen, I will go absolutely mad on the train.
Do you know what?
Could you imagine? Yeah, if you're going about your daily commute, yeah, and you're already in someone's crutch because the train's packed, and this person has the audacity to put their hand on your private parts, I'm turning into the Tasmanian devil, and the whole train's getting mashed up. That's it.
Do you know one that happens a lot and it really makes me mad at Carnival? Listen.
Do you know what? Cutie made a post about it just now. I'm going to find it.
Just because I'm in my Carnival costume, that does not give you the right to touch me. Inappropriately. It doesn't. It really why do you think you can come here and touch and do whatever? Sorry. That makes me really, really, that triggers me. That triggers me a lot.
Because it's out of order. So listen to this. So QT2 Hype, he's a soca DJ. He posted this today. He said, a man got put on the sex offenders register for 5 years, ordered to do 120 hours of community service and given a £250 fine for grabbing an ambulance worker's bum while she tried to treat him. So can we start working on these idiot bres that like to grope and molest our masqueraders on the streets of Carnival who are just minding their own business and trying to enjoy themselves?
Preach.
Start flinging them and fling them upon the register.
Listen.
At QT2 Hype. That's at QT, like a Q and a T, number 2, and Hype, HYPE, if you want to check his stuff out.
Listen. They should.
Yeah, because
get on that register.
Listen,
mate.
once I said to this guy, I said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm sorry, man." No,
you're not sorry.
Because if I didn't say nothing to you,
you would have went about your business.
Yeah, and you would have
done it someone else.
But now you think twice.
And then when you get home, it's like, yeah, I touched that.
Bare girls.
Yeah, bed. Listen, we're not toys. We're not objects. We're not property. Don't do that. Don't come. Listen, they need to. Get on the register.
It's really nasty. It's nasty. Like
it's disrespectful, and it is sexual harassment.
And it doesn't matter. People will be like, "Also, why are you on at Carnival dressed like that? Why do you think it's okay to touch people? It's not. I didn't consent to you touching me. Don't do that. It's disgusting." Yeah, I just think there needs to be we need to start something as the masquerader community, because that is a big trigger for us, isn't it? Like,
it is.
At Carnival, it's the one thing that you have to actually prepare yourself for or have to worry about, and we shouldn't have to do that. Like, it shouldn't be one of those things that you have to think, oh, you know what? Let me not wear this or let me not do that because someone's son is going to inappropriately touch me.
And that is the thing. That is the thing. You always get to, well, you wore that, and did it say touch me? No, it didn't. So what? And it's just like, what do you think we could start?
I don't know. It would have to be like a petition of some sort. But then I don't know who the petition goes to, and I don't know what the outcome of the petition would be.
But then it's just like, how would you? You got to think about how would you police that type of, how would you know? It happens, especially in a situation at Carnival. It happens so quickly. Unless you pull up that person straight away, and there's like a police officer there, and there was a witness to it or something, which that's hardly unlikely. Is nothing's.
Well, there needs to be like a bro code. There needs to be a bro code in every mass band to say that. Obviously, if like a female masquerader comes to you and says, or if any masquerader comes to you and says, this person over there touched me.
You know what? It happens to guys.
Yeah,
it happens to guys. We
don't
shouldn't leave them out because
not discriminate.
Don't discriminate because they at the end they will have their chests out or whatever, and girls will just go up to them and just touch them and grope them as well, and it's all in the fun and giggles. But
is it really?
Is it really?
But yeah, there needs to be something where you could tell people in the mass band, like, that person over there did that. Can you? And everyone's on the same page, like, bruh, do it again, and that's it. You're gonna have some problems. You know what I mean? Like, maybe something like that. I don't know. Have you got any more triggers? I think a trigger for me is like people touching my hair. Like,
Of course, that's a trigger.
like,
Of course, that's a trigger. What are you doing? What are you doing?
like, especially
What
when
are you doing?
Like, I might get a new hairstyle at work, yeah, and someone will go, or a new lock charm or something, and someone will go, oh, that's a nice lock charm, boofed it off their hands in your hair. Why is your hand in my hair? Like, listen, the last time someone did that to me at work, let me tell you what I done. I stood up, and I was like, I said, can you stop touching my hair? I said, seriously, you've done this 3 times now, and you know what, I'm actually sick of it now. She was like, oh, why are you shouting? You don't have to be like that. No, but I do. Because I told you twice before, and you've done it again now, so now I have to make everybody else in the office hear that I've told you to stop it.
I would have died if I was in the office.
That's it. That is it. And that is the end of the triggered segment. Music.
Is she alright?
I'm doing things when it's shaking it. I'm on the side.
You're triggering
No. Honestly, that gets on my... Because listen, I used to have a little curly... no way, I probably was just rubbing it on the top of my head. And I used to have a little short afro when I cut my hair. And then one time I was on the train and this woman said, oh, it looks so nice. Can I touch it? I said, yeah, £100. Because what? And then she's looking at me like I'm crazy. Because I'm not mad, you're mad because you're asking me to touch my hair.
Shall I tell you what it is? They don't understand what personal space means. Personal space means absolutely nothing.
You wouldn't touch my hair?
It means nothing. Personal space means nothing.
If I tell you I'm going to pick your nose, how are you going to feel? That's exactly how I feel about you asking me to touch my hair.
The thing is, if it's work people, they'll probably invite it because they'll sort of bring you closer together and bond and team building bullshit. Honestly, they'll fucking love that shit.
Oh, listen.
One more thing that triggers me is when I come into work with food and it's just normal food, isn't it? Normal food. I can come in with normal pasta and meatballs or whatever, normal food, and they'll be like, oh,
what's that?
What have you got there?
Go away. Go away.
It's pasta. It's pasta, Linda. It's pasta.
Linda,
it's pasta. That's what it is. It's pasta. It's no different to the pasta. Well, it's different because it tastes better, probably, but it's just pasta. Or when you have chicken and they say, oh, is that the jerk? The what?
The jerk.
First of all, let me stop you right there.
Jerk.
And done. Because the what? The jerk. Oh, did you cook the jerk? No, I didn't cook the jerk. I don't.
What are you talking about?
I don't go home
Can I say, yeah?
on a Monday and cook jerk chicken. I don't. I'm
Who does
sorry,
that?
but if you think that's what I do,
Then stop right now. Because what did you eat yesterday? I'm not. I hate when I move away from my desk to eat my lunch. And then someone has the audacity to come around there and be like, oh, what are you having? Babes, if I wanted you to know what I was having, I would have ate it next to you where I was sitting because I damn well knew you was going to ask me.
every minute it's like, what's that? It's jacket potato. That's where you can see what it is. So why are you still asking me? Because you think I put some special Caribbean stuff? What? What do you think I done?
Special sprinkles. I can't handle it. Seriously, it's just it's too much. It's just
the jerk.
It's just too much.
Yeah, I've got a jerk pan at home. And I do the jerk on a Monday.
Jerk, the jerk.
So if anyone wants the jerk, come round on a Monday.
Yeah, but first of all, promote the jerk. The jerk.
The jerk.
Yeah.
So people, man, you want to go into
So my friend messaged me, right? And she said, this is what she said to me. She basically was saying that she's been seeing this guy, yeah, and they've been obviously getting really, really close. But then curveball, man came and told her that he's got a woman in somewhere in the Caribbean. She couldn't remember the islands. I don't want to lie, because I'll start making up little islands just to make the story a bit better, yeah. So she's just like, he's got a woman, but, you know, I really, really like him. Okay. Then curveball, love curveball. Him and this girl, the one in the West Indies, are engaged, and she knows all the family, all this stuff. So he's basically claiming, yeah, that he's gonna leave the woman in the West Indies and be with her. I'm just like,
oh god.
the thing is though, I feel it's one of those things, because if you're having a long distance relationship with somebody, don't you partly have to be kind of conscious of the fact that they could possibly have somebody else that they're spending a lot of their time with?
But if you made the decision to be in a long distance relationship, you knew what you were signing up for.
That's
so
true.
You can't really use that argument. And then,
But but you can, because you can always say that you really know what you signed up for. But that's fine at the time when you signed up to it. But 3 months later, or 6 months later, or 10 months later, you might meet.
So when that happens, what you do is you call your partner that you're in that long distance relationship with, and you start communicating about the problems that you're having. You don't go and
start a
fishing.
whole new relationship. So this guy has started a whole new relationship, with her, and she doesn't want to let go of him.
But what if he better matches her than the one he's engaged to?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, but it's the thing of, is he really gonna leave her? Like, she's already entwined with the family. Like, she knows the family. Like, people know that they're together. People know that they're engaged. Like, how easy is it gonna be for him to break that off? How long is she gonna have to wait before he actually deads those ties?
That's the whole thing. The whole thing is, why are you waiting? He's engaged. Why are you waiting?
Well, that's the thing. If you really like somebody, if you really, really like somebody, and you really want to be with them, and you spent all this time investing in them, for that, she should have boxed him in his clout about. Can you imagine if you've been dating somebody and then he comes to you and says, "Oh yeah, just to let you know, I know we've been doing this thing, but
okay,
I'm engaged.
I'm
engaged
with
somebody.
Let's call her right now. Let's call her. Let's FaceTime right now. Let's FaceTime. So, because you was telling me that you love me and you wanted to be with me, and
now you're telling me that you got wife
forever. Okay, and now you want to come to me and tell me that, but there's a little situation. Okay, well, let's FaceTime that situation. Let's do that then.
We can fix that. We can fix that, honey.
Because I'm really good at fixing things. I'm really good at fixing problems. So let's call that situation, and you can tell that situation that you found somebody else and ting. And if you're not prepared to do that, then
I need to keep it moving. But then all of that, but you say that, but them things are easier said than done. Like, what if you're really attached to somebody?
Of course they're easier said than done. And anyone can say, yeah, that's what I'll do. But at the end of the day, if you're not in that situation, you don't know what you're going to do. But are you actually deep in the situation?
I could not believe. I was like, what?
Are you deep? Listen, and she's over there.
And she's over there completely oblivious to the fact that her man is spending all this time with this girl. They go in that. Remember, they're doing up bagels. They're doing up dates. They're doing up dinners. They're doing up, maybe even got a toothbrush at each other's house. You don't know. But then,
do you know what? Bringing it back to the memes, I saw a meme and it said something like girls who take a guy from another girl in a relationship. What do you think? And some girl said 10 out of 10.
I saw that.
She said 10 out of 10.
She said, I've done it.
She said, I took the people's man. Me and that man are now happily married. She said 10 out of 10, mate. So, someone else was just like, yeah, but, you lose them how you get them. She said, but what if you don't?
And it's true. What if you don't? Like, what if you don't? What if you can actually be that person to change that man? Change that person?
But
it's mad.
But is it change though, or is it just a fact that unfortunately that person met someone else
and it made them want to do that thing?
It flowed so much better, and it felt so much more different that it was like, how can you ignore that? 10 out of 10, mate, isn't it?
She said 10 out of 10. She said, I've done this, I've done it, and it worked really well for me. Like, I'm living a good life right now. And
listen, this girl, your friend that said that, she might be saying 10 out of 10 in a few months' time. You never know. But what he needs to do is call that situation and deal with that.
Listen, the whole situation that you're engaged to, that your family, the whole situation. I cannot
deal with it.
Listen,
either deal with it or deal with the situation here. Deal with something.
Yeah, because you can't have your problem is you can't have your cake and eat it too.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end today, guys. Thank you for listening to the But First of All podcast. I am that girl B. Remember to follow us on Instagram at But First of all spelled correctly. Follow my tag at that girl B _XOXO, and then
Ginger Tea at cup of ginger _tea. Thanks for listening. Oh, we're on YouTube and SoundCloud now. So we've got a YouTube page. If you want to follow both of them, please do share, subscribe. You know, let us know what you want to hear us talking about.
Keep giving us feedback. Keep letting us know things that you want us to talk about. Any dilemmas, anything, and we'll catch up with you guys later.
Peace.